So today we're going to talk about something interesting. You might think it's that iPod with a camera over there. And while that would make a good video, unfortunately, that's just going to sit there. So what is it that I'm going to talk about? Well, as we're coming up on the 15th year of iPhone, I want to give you a look at perhaps one of the earliest iPhones out there that's not an Acorn. The Acorns, they're pretty unique. I mean, shoot, this is an all-black 2G that doesn't even run iOS. Has a plastic screen, plastic unlabeled button, and these unfinished raw bezels. This is something completely unique to these devices. And if we jump iteratively, we can go to some EVT units like this. This looks a lot more like the iPhone we came to see. Has FCC non-disclosure text on the back, a serial number, and a model number, as well as an IMEI. These were made around week 13 of 2007. These are definitely early iPhones, however, most of them switch over to the glass screen, have a labeled home button, and more finished, shiny bezels opposed to these raw brushed bezels. Personally, I think the brushed ones look way better. And for the longest time, this was thought to be the earliest sort of 2G. There isn't really anything known that jumps between the Acorn and this. However, recently, I found a phone that fills that gap. We have this right here. Initially, this looks, again, pretty similar to an iPhone until you look closely. Doesn't have any iPhone text, it's just got a serial number and an IMEI. However, what makes this special is it's actually from 2006. This is perhaps the earliest non-Acorn iPhone out there. And there's a number of differences on the device that make it a really interesting intermediary between these two. If we look to the side, there's actually a little bell icon recessed within the volume switch. This is something completely unique to this phone. While a number of other prototypes do different volume icon placements, such as the Acorn with it on the top of the housing, this is the only one I've seen that actually has it recessed inside. Additionally, as you can see, it's broken. Unfortunately, this unit doesn't turn on, but it has a plastic screen, almost identical to the Acorn in feel and finish. The button is finished, but the screen is raw plastic. This, interestingly, seemed to actually jump from these two plastic designs to glass, not due to any need for it necessarily, opposed to rather Steve Jobs' insistence on it. As early in the keynote, they used plastic screened phones, and Jobs complained about the scratches that it would pick up on his pocket. So shortly thereafter, they changed to glass. So between the date of this phone, as well as the plastic screen, this is this little intermediary that hasn't been seen, and likely the same revision of phone that would have been used by Jobs on stage when unveiling the first generation of iPhone. Overall, this is a quick little video, but nonetheless a cool one, to show a phone that fills the gap between the earliest iPhone ever and the iPhone we see today. Be sure to stay tuned, as soon I'll do a deeper dive into the Acorn and the crazy software it runs.